Hello everyone, I'm young aidab for ID and I'm just gonna make a quick YouTube video on something that I think is interesting, maybe tell a little story. I'm gonna be talking about moths today. For anyone that doesn't know, moths are a group of insects that include all members of the order Lepidoptera that are not butterflies, with moths making up the vast majority of the order. There are thought to be approximately 160,000 species of moth, many of which have yet to be described. Most species of moths are nocturnal, but there are also crepuscular and diurnal species, which means that they're awake during the day. So, why I wanted to talk about moths today is that I think they're really interesting. For one big reason is their antenna. They have very impressive antenna. I think I'll put a picture up. Yeah, no, just how they're different than butterflies. Butterflies are cool too, but I prefer moths. Just because you get to see them more often. They're definitely easier to spot. That's one thing I think is cool. But that's just kind of some backstory on my thoughts about moths and stuff. So basically, I'm going to tell a quick story now about one time I saw a moth, like a really big moth, like pretty big. I'd say like that big, which is like, I don't know, if it was like a circle, the diameter would be like 5 inches or something. He was pretty big, but he was around a light bulb that was on my front porch. And yeah, basically I was like, holy crap, like what is that? Like I thought it was like a bat or something at first, but it was a moth, you know what I mean? So yeah, I stepped outside because I was like looking at it like, what is that? And it flew down towards me, and I was like, whoa, that I didn't know what it was, but it was a moth with some impressive size. What do they eat? Here, hang on. With few exceptions, adult butterflies and moths eat only various liquids to maintain their water balance and energy stores. Most adults sip flower nectar, but other imbibe fluids from sap flowers on trees, rotting fruits, bird droppings, or animal dung. That's interesting. So they don't really eat solid food. It's more like liquids and stuff. Similar to a hummingbird. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't know that. It's really important to, know everything. Well, it's not important to know everything. As long as you find something that interests you and you know just enough about it to like keep yourself interested, I think that's important. Isn't it interesting how a lot of these insects only I don't know the word, not purpose. It's a different word for purpose, but like objective, like their only objective is just like gain weight so they can progress to the next stage of their life. That's so interesting. After a larva spurts into existence, it only has two indispensable aims: to gain weight in order to proceed into the next phase of their life cycle, and throughout its youth, to avoid being killed by a predator. Yeah, that's the struggle, man. Yeah, so just continuing on the species. Imagine how hard that would be if you're just such a small insect. I don't know. I guess it just shows how much we take for granted, really. Like, we can just go out and buy food, but they have to eat. I don't know if they eat. It's more like a drink just to keep their energy levels up. Yeah, like decaying fruit, tree sap, manure liquids, or poop from animals and all that. Some don't even eat at all during their adult life. They utilize the energy they obtained as a young moth, foraging through vegetations. This stored energy is utilized later for flying and reproducing. I wonder what a common moth's lifespan is. Right. 65 to 90 days. Interesting. Some moth species may live for 30 days, while for others, the immature stages alone take 3 months to complete. How interesting is that? A 30-day lifespan. as an adult. But the entire life cycle can take 65 to 90 days. Interesting. How long does a common moth live? Common moth is about a year. The painted lady moth. Oh, is it? Apparently that's for moths. But that's also, I think that's also the name of a butterfly. Oh, here's a good question. Why do moths stay on the wall? Most likely the moth is in old age and ready to die. It has already laid eggs and has no more purpose. It has lost its power, just like humans do when nearing death. Another possible cause is that the moth has been attacked by a fungal infection, and that is preventing it from moving. Yeah, and they're attracted to light, but why they're attracted to light is still theorized about even today. It said something to do with like they would navigate by like the moon and sun, so they could stay in a straight line, but seeing like a bright light throws that off, obviously, which is why they're like attracted to it when it's dark out and they don't have the sun or the moon to direct them, I guess. Anyways, IDCO, that's my quick video about moths. I think they're pretty cool. I think it's important. How can I put this? Things we don't really think twice about in normal everyday life. Taking time to look deeper into these things might help, open up different parts of like, no, let me start over. I don't know. I think if something interests you, then you should go pursue it and look deeper into that. There's nothing stopping you. It's important to pursue what you like. I like moths. Look how much I learned by just Googling about it. Moths might not interest you. It could be about something else, like how bananas stay so fresh. I'll do that for another video. How when they get to the grocery store, are they still so fresh after being shipped from somewhere else? Anyways, I'm getting off track here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, IDCO.